Just about a month ago, I went to the lakeside not far from Vienna, as I wanted to cool down and maybe get a little bit of a tan, which didn't work out too well. Nevertheless, I desperately wanted to go there one more time to soak up all the beauty this lake has to offer before summer comes to an end. Though I have to say, I didn't expect a change of seasons so quickly. Luckily, we did have a couple hours of sunshine, so once again, all we did was bask in the sun and for a little while forget the rest of the world. Though you can probably tell from this footage that I really had to convince myself to get into the water and prepare.
Okay.
As professional as I tried to be, getting out of the water was a lot less glamorous, especially once I realized that we had some audience. A family of ducks who had the same intention as I had, to simply enjoy nature at its best. Just a few hours in, and the sun decided to hide behind a big black cloud. So for the rest of the afternoon, we welcomed the first hint of autumn. The following day started off with some gloomy sky, but life at the lake was still beautiful. I even managed to pose for my friend's swimwear brand and spent the rest of my time there, soaking up all the magic of this place. I'm back in Vienna and I got some beautiful souvenir from the lakeside. Those roses are from my friend's parents' garden and they have such a beautiful color. Look at this. So I brought a little bit of summer back home. Unfortunately, I cannot keep them forever because you cannot let them dry because the blossoms, they will just fall off. But last time I got some fresh lavender, also from the garden, and I let it sit and dry for about a month now. So the lavender has fully dried. And now I'm going to make those tiny little pockets out of fabric that I'm going to stuff with the lavender flowers, blossoms. And then you can just put it in the closet, or you can give it to somebody as a gift, which I think is always a great souvenir. And it's a little tiny piece of summer that you can have the whole year round for many years. So I'm going to make that. I know this sounds quite poetic, but separating the flowers from the stem reminded me of how we should deal with our memories. Separate the good ones from the bad ones, and only store the good ones to bring them with you into the next season. Now, while this might seem like a pretty mundane activity, I see it as a way to appreciate what each time of the year has to offer. So, summer is about to end. How do you feel about that? I have to admit that even though we had unusually high temperatures this year, and even though I've been pretty active this whole summer by going to the lake or even flying to Paris and exploring a new city, or by working quite a lot, I still feel like this summer is passing so quickly, and I don't know if I like that. I do like autumn, I do like all seasons. I really believe that each season has its own beauty, but I'm really looking forward to next spring. I know that the past 3 years made it really difficult for us to predict anything regarding the coming year, but something inside of me is telling me that the coming spring will bring a new kind of hope, if I can put it this way, which doesn't mean that I don't expect anything from this autumn and winter. I do have the intention to still try to live in the moment as much as possible and to make the best out of each day, even though I know the cold and gloomy weather can make you feel otherwise. But something inside of me is telling me that as soon as winter ends, things will be a lot better again. But still, there is some sort of longing within me. I feel like a part of me is trying to hold on to this late summer, because late summer is still my favorite season of all. I know that for some people it can be pretty depressing, once the leaves start to fall and the world seems to lose its color and everything turns gray, especially if you live in the city. But I do see this change as a chance to grow and to start over. It's just like life. Sometimes you have to leave certain things behind. Sometimes you have to shed some old skin so that you can grow and make progress and just get closer to your goals and your dreams. So I guess this is my intention that I want to leave you with today. To embrace the change of seasons and to be hopeful. Because just like the seasons of life, each of them brings new opportunities to learn, to grow, to set goals, to forgive, and to love. Just like the trees, I hope that you too will use the coming winter to shed some old skin, so that when next spring arrives, we all can bloom in much brighter colors.